2-0 to start. Give me your thoughts so far. There's 3 teams in the MVC that are 2-0, and you're one of them. I mean, that's got to feel pretty good.
Well, it's definitely better than the alternative that way. It's been a good start. I think our guys improved in the non-conference. I thought we were tested, and we've come out and found a way to get the job done. And which, like I tell our guys and everybody, there's 18 conference games. They all count the same. We've been fortunate to come up on the right side of the first 2, but it's a long season, right? And you just got to stay focused, I think, and not get too up and not get too down and be ready for the next. Obviously, we got a big test tomorrow night against Illinois State, who's the reigning champion and who knows how to win. But no, we're really pleased with where we're at so far.
Does this kind of feel like I mean, there's a couple, the preseason picks, Missouri State, Illinois State are probably maybe the 2 up there, but it kind of feels like the MVC is kind of wide open. I mean, do you guys get this sense that, hey, why not us type of feeling?
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, you look at it, just look at the scores already in the league. I mean, there's a ton of balance, and I think it's kind of had looked that way going on in the preseason here, but clearly I think that's the case. I mean, I think our guys feel like they can compete, night in and night out with everybody, and I'm sure a lot of schools feel the same way, and so it's going to be a fun race, and I think clearly we prove we can do that, and you got a couple of your preseason favorites, but sometimes you can throw all that out the window, and it should be a heck of a race.
Who has pleased you most so far, first couple games here?
I mean, there's so many ways I go. I think a real game changer for us is Nick McGlynn. When Nick McGlynn's playing well and staying out of foul trouble for us, it's huge. We know we're a small team to begin with, and he's a kid who can provide some presence for us inside, and he's rebounded well and scored well here the first couple of games, and he stayed out of foul trouble, which has been an Achilles heel. And so having him on the floor playing well in these first 2 conference games has been huge for us.
Niko, I was looking at the stats. You mentioned Nick with the rebounding. You have 4 guards who are averaging 4.5 rebounds per game.
Yeah, we've got it. As we know, that's a deal for us. We play 4 guards, and we're going to be undersized pretty much every night we play. And we've got a gang rebound, and we use the term rebounding down. And those guys have bought into that and have really battled on the glass. And it's going to be that same story every game. We're going to look at it and be like, they've got this guy at the 4, this guy at the 3, and we'll be undersized. And so we've really got to meet that challenge. And they've been able to do that, for the most part in these first few conference games.
You mentioned Illinois State tomorrow night. I know it's early, only game 3 of the season, but does it feel like it could be a momentum gaining type of game where you're at home, could be 3-0 to start against maybe a preseason pick? Does it feel like it has a chance to be a big game right off the bat?
Yeah, I mean, and coaches always give these cliches. I get it. It's the next game, no matter win or lose. There's a long ways to go, but I think maybe what's unique is that this is a team that's been at the top of the league. They were last year, and they're a good team. They've got a good culture. They're talented. They're well coached, and so it's a barometer against one of the elite teams in the Valley and programs. And so to see how we can stack up tomorrow, and it would be huge, to find a way to win. But as you'll see me, if we're fortunate enough to win tomorrow, we quickly got to move on, and because heck, the next game, like you said, the league is so balanced, you got to keep going. But this is going to be fun here tomorrow night and a great test for us.
When you look at Reed Timmer, what does he provide more than just his scoring and just on the court?
He's got a great swagger. I mean, I just, this kid had flu the night before the Southern Illinois game. He was up all night, throwing up, didn't eat, and you're wondering how he's going to do. And he just comes out with a ton of swagger, a ton of confidence, and I think he brings confidence to our team by not being rattled in any moment or any situation. And I think what's really underrated about Reed, too, is we know he's a great shooter, but he's really putting the ball on the floor. I mean, he's getting into the lane, he's getting fouled, he's finding other guys for shots, and he's playing at a high level, but there's that intangible of confidence that he gives us in a swagger that really has been huge for us.
For those who aren't really that familiar with Drake basketball, kind of look at it from the periphery, what message would you tell fans who kind of wavering whether or not they should come to a ball game? What message would you tell them about your team?
You know, the one thing about these kids is, I mean, they're great kids. They work their butt off. They're going to play hard. They're going to play together. I think the Valley is just, it's great basketball, you know, to come out and watch. And so these kids have been entertaining to watch, in my opinion. I mean, I think they play at a good pace. They play hard. You're going to see other teams that come in here, like Illinois State tomorrow, who's athletic, who's talented, who plays at a high level. So I think it's, you know, affordable, high-level entertainment right here in the city. And we've got a great sports community, great sports fans, and, you know, come out and cheer on the Bulldogs. It'll be fun.
Is there one area of Illinois State that you need to really zone in on tomorrow to beat them?
You know, they're a talented group. I mean, you know, they got a kid, Malik Yarborough, who I think's the most talented player in the Valley, who's a transfer. And, you know, I was looking at some of the Ken Pom stuff on him and think he's third in the country in percentage of possessions used for his team, and he's in the top 10 in the nation in both assist rate and fouls drawn. And so he's a kid that he's 6'6", they'll use him at the point, they'll post him up, he'll set ball screens, he'll come off screens. He's just such a versatile player, and so he's going to provide a tremendous challenge for us because he can score one-on-one when you bring help. He finds guys, and so we're going to have to do a great job at team defense. But it's not just him. I mean, they got a lot of guys who can put the ball in the basket. They defend at a high level. Changing defenses will be a challenge. They play zone and man, and they constantly change defenses. But, you know, for these guys, it's really nothing that we haven't seen before. They just do it at a really high level.
About halfway through the season, how much fun are you having so far?
I'm having a blast. You know, I told the guys 2017 is just, from a selfish perspective or personal, has been an amazing year for me and in my life. And obviously what I went through last year from a coaching perspective and, you know, having a child and moving here to Des Moines, and the community's been awesome, and taking this job and not knowing what it's going to be like. And I'm having so much fun with these kids. They're great kids. I mean, they've bought in from day one. They're working their tail off. They're as good a people off the court as you'll find. I mean, they're true student athletes, and so I know myself and my staff, we're really having fun, and so that's what I'm trying to focus on, is just this team and coaching and enjoying the moment. But I'm having a blast.
I don't know you feel that the non-conference schedule and stuff as it was really prepared this team.
I do. I think so. And it wasn't just, we played on the road at some tough places, you know, so we've done that. And I think we were tested, and we played really well at times. Some other times we didn't. But hopefully, you know, you never know how these things go. Hopefully we were prepared, and there really isn't anything we're going to see in Valley play that we haven't seen already. That doesn't guarantee success, but I think our guys are ready. And clearly we have a core group of veteran guys, too, who's seen it before. And so I'm excited. You know, it's going to be a great race, and there'll be ups and downs throughout the year. But I like our team.